Hello students, welcome to my lecture on computer graphics. I am Shravani Kundu, Assistant Professor, Department of Computer Science and Engineering, Guru Nanak Institute of Technology. Today I will discuss polygon clipping algorithm. In this lecture, I will discuss two polygon clipping algorithms. First one is the Cohen-Sutherland polygon clipping algorithm and second one is the Wheeler-Atherton polygon clipping algorithm. So after learning both the polygon clipping algorithm, you will be able to distinguish why these two polygon clipping algorithms are required, and you will able to clip the polygon, any polygon with respect to any clip window. So the first topic which I will discuss is the Cohen-Sutherland polygon clipping algorithm. Cohen-Sutherland polygon clipping algorithm. So in case of Cohen-Sutherland line clipping algorithm, we are finding the intersection points of a line based on the position of the line with respect to the clip window. So in the same way, for the Cohen-Sutherland polygon clipping algorithm, we will find out which line segments is outside of the clip window and which line segment intersects with the clip window. This Cohen-Sutherland polygon clipping algorithm basically works in 4 steps. So here you can see that this is a this is the polygon drawn by the red color. So we will say this is the polygon which we want to clip, and this is the clip window. Okay. Now to apply the Cohen-Sutherland polygon clipping algorithm, we have to name the vertices in clockwise direction. So let us say this is the vertex V1, this is the vertex V2, vertex V3 and V4. Okay. And after finding the vertices, by the help of the line clipping algorithm, you will also be able to find out the intersection points of the lines with respect to the clip window. That means you can see the vertices, the line segment V1, V2 is intersected by the clip window, and let us say the intersection point is I1. Okay. So now the next one is the V2 and V3. This line segment is totally inside the polygon. So there must not be any intersection points with this line segment and with respect to the clip window. Now we go for V3, V4. So with this line segment is intersected with the clip window, and let us say the intersection point is I2. Okay. So in case of Cohen-Sutherland polygon clipping algorithm, the logic is we have to traverse the vertices in clockwise direction. So basically the traversal will be in this direction, from V1 to V2, from V2 to V3, then V3 to V4 and V4 to V1. Fine. Now there are 4 cases. So case 1. So the Cohen-Sutherland algorithm basically works with the help of 4 steps. So case 1, 4 conditions are there. In the case 1, we will observe that while we are traversing the polygon from one vertex to another vertex, we will say whether the edge constructed by these two vertex are going inside the clip window or going outside of the clip window. So here you can see that while we are traversing from, so let us say this V1 is my starting vertex from where we will start our traversing. So while we will traverse from V1 to V2, during this traversal, you can see that V1 is outside of the polygon and V2 is inside of the polygon. Fine. So while we are traversing from V1 to V2, that means we are moving from outside of the clip window to the inside of the clip window. Okay. So that means in case 1, if you are moving while you are traversing the polygon, if you are moving from outside to inside, in that case you have to store. That means your movement is from outside to inside. So if your movement is in this direction, inside of clip window, so in this case what you have to do, you have to store the intersection point I1 along with that the other points which is inside the clip window, that is V2. That means we have a storage. So this is our storage. So in this storage, what we will do, we will store the intersection point I1 which will come first, and then we will store the vertex V2. Okay. Now again, so this is case 1. So if I move from outside to inside, we have to store the intersection points, then the point which is inside the polygon. That means the second point. Case 2. Case 2 is if while you are moving, traversing through the polygon, if both the points are inside, both the points of the line segment is inside the clip window. That means case 2 is both points of polygon is inside the clip window. Then in that case, we have to store both the vertices as per the order, according to their order. So here, while we are traversing from V2 to V3, so you can see the entire line segment is inside the clip window. That means the vertex V2 is inside and V3 is also inside the clip window. So what we have to do? We have to store V2 then followed by V3. So that means V2 is already there, because as we are traversing in some order, V2 is already there. So you don't need to store V2 once again. So the logic is you have to store only the next point V3. Okay. So again I am repeating the case 2. If both the point V2 and V3 is inside the polygon, while we are traversing through the polygon, if both the point V2 and V3 is inside the clip window, so in that case we have to store both the vertices, but as the previous vertices is already stored once, we don't need to store it. So the logic is, if while we are traversing from one edge to another edge, and if both the vertices are inside, then store only the second one or last one. That means we have to store only V3. Now case 3. Case 3 is if while we are traversing through the polygon, if we are traversing from inside of the clip window, from inside to outside. So if our traversing direction is from inside clip window to the outside of the window, so if the traversal is in this direction from inside to outside, in that case you have to store only the intersection points. Okay, you have to store, if the traversal direction is from inside to outside, then store intersection points only. Store intersection points. Okay, so in this case, while we are traversing from V3 to V4, you can see we are moving out from the clip window. So V3, the point V3 is inside the clip window, but the point V4 is outside of the clip window. So as one end of the vertex is outside of the clip window, what we have to do? We have to store only the intersection point I2 as the V3 is already stored. So what we have to do? We have to store only the intersection points I2. Okay. Now, case 4. If both points are outside, that means if both points of polygon, rather we should say instead of saying polygon, if the both points of the line, if the both points of the line are outside, so both points of the, it should not be polygon, it should be line, are both points of the line are outside. Okay, so in that case, discard both. That means we don't need to save any one of them. Okay, so Cohen-Sutherland polygon clipping algorithm basically works on this using these 4 conditions. The first condition, while we are traversing, so the first thing is we have to choose any vertex as the start vertex. Then we will start from that vertex. Then we will traverse the polygon in clockwise direction, and while we are traversing the polygon in the clockwise direction through the vertex, when we move from one vertex to another vertex, and if it is during this movement, if we are moving to inside the polygon, that means from outside to the inside of the clip window, in that case we have to store the intersection points and the next point also. But if both the points are inside of the clip window, in that case we need to store only the second one. If the first point is inside and but the second point is outside, so in that case we need to store only the intersection points. And if both the points are outside, in that case we don't need to save anything. Okay, so this is all about the Cohen-Sutherland polygon clipping algorithm. So for this example, you can see while you are moving from moving from vertex V1, so if as you are moving from V1 to V2, you can see that V1 is outside of the clip window and V2 is inside. So in that case, I need to store the intersection points I1, and along with that I have to store V2. So I need to store this particular line segment. Okay. Then while we are moving from V2 to V3, both points are inside of the clip window. So I need to store only the second one. That means I need to store V3. So that means we are storing this line segment. Now, while we are moving from V3 to V9, in that case, we need to store the intersection points. So this intersection point is I3, that I2, that means we need to store only the intersection points. That means we are storing the line segment V3 to I2. So this one is our clipped polygon. Okay, so this is our clipped polygon. So if you perform the clipping operation using these 4 cases, using this Cohen-Sutherland polygon clipping algorithm, after performing the clipping operation, so you will finally get the output which is just like this one. So your output will be something like this one. Okay, so this will be your clipped polygon. Fine. So in this way, the Cohen-Sutherland polygon clipping algorithm can clip any polygon with respect to any clip window. Now, the next algorithm which we will discuss is called the Wheeler-Atherton polygon clipping algorithm. Okay. So next algorithm is Wheeler-Atherton. So I am writing the name of the next algorithm we will discuss is Wheeler-Atherton polygon clipping algorithm. polygon clipping algorithm. Now, there is some disadvantage, some drawback for Cohen-Sutherland polygon clipping algorithm. So first, I will discuss what is the disadvantage of the Cohen-Sutherland polygon clipping algorithm. Then I will discuss the Euler-Atherton polygon clipping algorithm and how this algorithm can overcome that problem. Okay. So consider this is the clip window and there is a polygon like this one. Just a minute. The polygon is something like this one. Okay. So you consider a polygon which is this one. Now, if you apply the Cohen-Sutherland polygon clipping algorithm on this case, so where the clip windows are this one, those are my clip window. I am just making the dotted line of the clip window, then it will be easy for you to understand. So this is our clip window. So in case of Cohen-Sutherland polygon clipping algorithm, the approach is, you know that we have to name the vertices v1, v2, v3, v4 in clockwise direction, v5, v6, v7 and v8. Okay. Now, while you are moving in clockwise direction, that is from v1 to v2, both points are outside. We don't need to save. While you are moving from v2 to v3, there is an intersection point I1. So I need to store only that intersection point. So that means the point which I need to store is I1 and v3. Then while we are moving from v3 to v4, both points are inside. So I need to store v4 only. While we are traversing from v4 to v5, v5 is outside and let us say the intersection point is I2. That means I need to store I2 only. Fine. Now, while we are moving from v5 to v6, so there is intersection points which is I3, this point. So I need to store I3 and v6 both. So I need to store I3 and v6. Now, while we are moving from v6 to v7, both points are inside. So I need to store only v7. And while I am moving from v7 to v8, I need to store the intersection point I4. So let us say this intersection point is I4. So I need to store only the intersection point I4. Now, while we are moving from v8 to v1, okay, so both points are outside, so I don't need to save anything. So finally, this is my clipped polygon. So my clipped polygons are like this one. This is my clipped polygon. This one. So this is one edge. So this is one edge. This is another edge. This is another edge. And here you can see I am getting an edge from I2 to I3. So that means after performing the clipping operation, we get a polygon something like that. So we get a polygon like this one. Okay. So we get a polygon after performing the clipping operation. Not like this one, just I made mistake. So let me draw it once again. So it will be like this one. And this is one. So which I want to say that I am getting the edge like this one. So this edge which I am drawing now, so I am getting the edge of this one. So this is not desirable because this edge is not part of the polygon. Okay. So this edge is not the part of the polygon. So we should not get this edge. But here, in case of Cohen-Sutherland line clipping algorithm, polygon clipping algorithm, we are getting the shape like this one. So this edge, this edge is not part of the polygon, so I don't need this edge. But if you apply it, you will get it. So Wheeler-Atherton polygon clipping algorithm will remove this edge. So now we will discuss how the Wheeler-Atherton polygon clipping algorithm will be executed and how it can remove this particular edge. Okay. So we will discuss the Wheeler-Atherton polygon clipping algorithm. So let us say this is my clip window and the same polygon I will take over here. Just a minute, I am drawing the polygon. The same polygon I am taking it over here. So you can understand the difference between the Wheeler-Atherton and the Cohen-Sutherland polygon clipping algorithm. Okay. So the same polygon I have taken. Now, in case of Wheeler-Atherton polygon clipping algorithm, there are some consideration. Number one consideration is you have to traverse the polygon in clockwise direction. So this is the first assumption, first consideration. You can say we have to traverse the polygon in clockwise direction. Okay. Number one. Now, while you are traversing the polygon in clockwise direction, then this algorithm basically works in two steps. Two conditions are there, two checking conditions are there. The first condition is if we are moving from outside to inside. So here you can see for this, so let us first, before that we are putting the name. This is V1, V2, V3, so name of the vertices. We are traversing in clockwise direction and we are putting the name of the vertices V5, V6, V7, V8. Okay. So as you are moving through in the clockwise direction, so while if you are moving from outside to inside, that means for this particular case V2 to V3. So if you are moving the outside to inside pair, then you have to follow the polygon boundary. That means you have to follow the boundary of the polygon. You have to follow this particular edge. But while you are moving from inside to outside, that means for this case V4 to V5. So while you are moving from inside to outside, so in that case you have to consider the boundary of the clip window. Okay. So two cases are there. The first cases is if you are moving from out to in, in that case you have to consider the polygon boundary. But if you are moving from in to out, in that case you have to consider the clip window boundary. So as you know, this window is called the clip window. Okay. So we have to follow the clip window boundary. So in using these two steps, the Wheeler-Atherton polygon clipping algorithm will clip the polygon. Okay. So I am writing this condition. First is if your movement during the movement in through the polygon edges in clockwise direction, if you are moving from out to in, out to means in means from outside of the clip window to inside of the clip window. If you are moving, then what you have to do? Then you have to follow the polygon boundary. Okay, follow the polygon boundary. But if you are moving from in to out, in that case, what you have to follow? You have to follow the clip window boundary. Okay, so that means you have to follow the boundary of the clip window. So these two are the basic consideration for Wheeler-Atherton polygon clipping algorithm. Clear? So now I will show you that how this algorithm works and how this algorithm can clip the polygon with respect to this clip window. So here we have already named the vertices, and you can see the intersection points. So this is, let us say this is intersection points I1, this is intersection points I2, this is intersection point I3, and this is I4. Okay, so this point is I4. This intersection point is I4. And the boundary vertex of the clip window is C1, this is C2, this is C3, and C4. Fine. So what we have to do now? We have to prepare two lists. The first list is the list of the subject or through which we are moving. And the second list is list of the clip vertices. Okay. So this subject indicate that the vertices and intersection, this list has the list of the intersection points and vertices of the polygon, and this list will have the list of the intersection points and the list of the vertices of the clip window in clockwise direction. Fine. So again I am telling, we will prepare two lists. One is the subject list and another is clip list. So in the subject list, what we will keep? In the subject list, we will keep the list of the vertices and the intersection points in the clockwise direction. In the clip list, we will keep the list of the points which is present on the clip window. That means it includes the vertices of the clip window along with the intersection points which belongs to the boundary of the clip window. Clear? So we will write down the subject. So we will start from vertices V1. So what we will write? We will write down the name of the vertices. Fine. So we are writing it V1, V2, then V2 to V3. While I am moving from V2 to V3, there is the intersection points I1 which also belongs to the boundary of the polygon. So I have to write I1, then I have to write V3, then I have to write V4. Now while we are moving from V4 to V5, you can see this in I2 is the intersection points which belongs to the boundary of the clip window. So I have to write down the point I2. Now after writing the point I2, what I have to write? I have to write the vertices V5, then V5 to V6. While I am moving, the intersection point is I3. So I will write down I3. Then I have to write down the point vertex V6 because I am moving in this direction. So I have to write V6. Then from V6 to I am moving V7. I have to write down V7. Then from V7 to V8, and while I am moving from V7 to V8, I4 is the intersection point. So I have to write I4, V8. Fine. So we will write I4 and V8. And you can see while I am moving from V8 to V1, there is no intersection point. So V1 is already there in the list, so we should not repeat it. So that is the end. So in the subject list, we placed all the vertices and all the intersection points which is present on the polygon, boundary of the polygon. Now in the clip list, what we will do? So this I1 is the first intersection point. So we will start from I1. Okay. So here, okay. So we can start from the clip window also, clip points also. So we will let us say it is better to start from this point, clip 1, C1. So I will start from C1. We are moving in clockwise direction. So from the C1, the next point is I4, which is present on the boundary of the clip window. Now the next point is I3. Fine. After I3 is this one, this point. Next was I2. So I have to write down I2. After I2, the next one is I1, then C2. So after I2, the next one is I1, C2. After C2, you have to write C3. And after C3, you have to write C4. Okay. So I am writing C4. So I prepared the clip list and I also prepared the subject list. Clear? Now here, the starting point, the traversal point is the first intersection point, which is I1. As I am traversing from V1, so while I am traversing through the polygon from static vertex V1, so here during the execution of the algorithm, I will start from the first intersection points I1. So this I1 will be our starting point. So this is our starting point. Okay. So while you will move from I1, so you can see that I move from I1 to V3. V3 is inside. Then I can move from V3 to V4. V4 is also inside. No problem. I can move it. Then while I will traverse from V4 to V5, V5 is outside. Fine. So you can see that as I'm moving from out to in, follow the polygon boundary. That means I have to follow I1 to V3. So I am following I1 to V3. V3, V4 both are inside, so no problem, you follow it. Continue its traversal. Then V4, V5. Okay, V4, V5, while you are moving, that is in to out, this part. So while you are moving from in to out, then follow the clip window boundary. So that means while you are moving from V4 to V5, we will not, there is the intersection point I2, so we will stuck at the point I2. We cannot proceed further through the polygon boundary as the condition is in to out. Okay, so as the condition is in to out, we will stuck at this point I2, and as per the condition of Wheeler-Atherton polygon clipping algorithm, we have to follow the window boundary. That means we have to go back to the previous intersection point, that is I1. So what happened over here, from the point I2, we have to directly go back over here. Okay. Now after going over here, we have to traverse until we are getting the next intersection points. So all the points present in this list, those are the points on the boundary of the clip window. So I will start from I2 because I2 is on the boundary. So from the I2, I will start my traversing till I am getting my next previous intersection points. So from I2, as I am traversing, I am getting the next previous intersection points I1. So I will stop over here. Okay. So that means the first clipped portion is I1, V3. So this is I1, V3, V4, I2, I2, I1. So that means I1, V3, V4, I2, I1. So this is my first clipped polygon. Okay. So what I am getting over here, I am getting only this particular boundary. So I am getting this one, I am getting this edge, I am getting this edge, and I am getting this one. Okay. Now after doing so as I am able to get my previous intersection point, I have to stop. After stopping, you have to start from the next intersection points. So what is the next intersection points? The next intersection point is this one, I3. So I have to start from I3. Clear? So once you will start, so you can see one thing, you can notice one thing, while we are starting from the subject list, we are always starting from the intersection points. So here the next intersection point is I3. So I am starting from I3. From the I3, if you can see the figure, that from I3 I am moving V6. This is out to in, that means I have to move through the polygon boundary. Then V6 to V7 both are inside, then I have to move through the polygon boundary. That means from I3 I have to move V6, from V6 I have to move V7. Now from V7, while you are moving to V8, you can see you are moving from in to out. So while you are moving from in to out, you have to follow the clip window boundary. So while I am moving from V7 to V8, where I have to stop? I have to stop at the point I4, which is the intersection points for the line V8, V7 and the boundary of the clip window. So from V7, I will move to next intersection point I4 and I will stop it. And after stopping over here, what we have to do? I have to traverse the clip window boundary. So from this I4, I have to traverse the clip window boundary. And how long I will traverse? I will traverse only then until I am getting the previous intersection points. So you can see the before I4, the immediate intersection point was I3. So from I4 I will traverse until I will get, and I will stop until when I will get I3. Fine. So here you can see from I4, what I will do, I will start my traversing. I will start my traversing from I4 and I will can see at the next traversing, next point I will get I3, so I will stop. So I will stop over here. So what is the polygon, sub-polygon we are getting over here? The sub-polygon we are getting over here is I3, V6, V7, I4, I3. That means you can see that I3, V6, so this is one edge, I3, V6, then V6, V7, that is another edge. Then from V7 to I4, okay, and then here from I4 to I3. So here we are moving like this one, so I4 to I3. So we are getting another edge like this one. So that means we are getting this clipped polygon. So if you observe that after execution of this algorithm, so what we are getting, what is our output? Our output will be something like this one. So our output will be here, in this case our output will be this one. Okay, so this will be our output. So this is becomes small, it is not possible, difficult for me to draw. So my output will be like this one. So this is one sub-polygon and the another sub-polygon is this one. Okay, so that means you are getting two sub-polygon, one is this one and another is this one. So here you can see that you are not getting the extra edge which you will get if you execute the Cohen-Sutherland line clipping algorithm. So in case of Cohen-Sutherland line clipping algorithm, you will get this extra edge, but in case of Wheeler-Atherton polygon clipping algorithm, you will not get this extra edge. So basically your output is this one for Wheeler-Atherton, the output will be just only this one. So it will be like this one, 2 polygon with this one. One is this one and another is this one. So you will get 2 polygon like this. Okay. So just you will get 2 polygon like this in case of Wheeler-Atherton. But while you will execute the Cohen-Sutherland polygon clipping algorithm, you will get the same thing, but apart from getting the same thing, you will get one additional extra line. So that is this one. So this extra line you will get in case of Cohen-Sutherland polygon line clipping algorithm. So that is the major difference between the Cohen-Sutherland and Wheeler-Atherton polygon clipping algorithm.